which example I took? Which example I took? Just tell me so that I can share my screen. I have to go for my PPT or I have to go for my Word file. I have to decide. Just tell me, students, what I was gone for.
For partial fraction, ma'am.
Partial fraction. Okay. I hope I gave you one of the example for homework. I hope for
Yes,
yesterday.
ma'am.
Yesterday I gave you one of the example to go for solving. Yes, which example I gave you? I told you to go for partial fraction for one of the
Yes,
example.
ma'am.
Yes.
A
So
equal to half, ma'am.
A is equal to
B
what?
is also 1 by 2 and A is also 1 by 2.
Okay. I'm just checking what one example I hope I took, and second example I told you to go for. I hope the thing is whether I explained all of you one of the example for partial fraction. Yes or no? Whether I gave you, whether I share with you one of the solved example or not, student.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, only okay, okay. So I hope one of the solved example I shared with you, and another example I hope I gave you for homework. Yes, and let me check for that example. Um, Let me check for that example. Somebody wants to enter in the class. Yes. Now the function was x upon x square minus a square that I asked you to find partial fraction. Is it? Am I correct? Am I
Yes,
gave
ma'am.
you okay x upon x square minus a square? Then I was not okay. One of the example I that example only I gave. Yes, here d division. Can you hear me? Division d. Okay, okay. So I hope I gave you one of the example there, and I told you to go for partial fraction. So those who are going sincerely have to check their example. Have to check the solution here. Let me share my screen. I'm sharing my screen here. I'm just sharing my screen here. I'm sharing my Word file also. Yes, I'm sharing my Word file also here. So for this example, what I'm just asking you, find nth derivative for the function. Yes, find nth derivative for the function. So what I find, some of the students are facing problem while understanding the things and all these things. So let me experiment one thing today itself. So for all of you, I require patience. Yes, for all of you, I require patience from your part here. Already your one lecture is postponed, and today you're having only one lecture, so I require patience from you students. Yes. So see here, I am having this function x upon x square minus a square. So whenever I am having certain function and they are asking us to find nth derivative for that function here, when I'm just checking my function is in the form of numerator upon denominator. Yes, we are having function in terms of numerator upon denominator. It is algebraic function here. Yes, we are having algebraic function here. So we will going to solve two types of examples here. One of that is algebraic function. Second type is trigonometric function we will go for. Yes, first we will going to concentrate for algebraic function. Algebraic function means it is in terms of x and it is in the form of numerator upon denominator. See, observe here we are having our function x upon x square minus a square. This function is in the form of numerator upon denominator. Yes, so whenever I'm having function is algebraic, that is in terms of x and numerator upon denominator form, at that time I will going to think I have to go for partial fraction here. Yes, so I will proceed for partial fraction. For partial fraction I was gone for formally I shared with you a table. This table I shared with you according to the different cases. Is according to different three cases, I will go for partial fraction. Whenever I'm having denominator in terms of factors, linear factors, repeated, non-repeated, or it is combination of linear and quadratic fraction factors, by using this table, I'll just go for partial fraction there. Yes. So how I proceed is how I have to proceed. So see, I'm just writing before writing for partial fraction. Now I'm just telling you one thing that you have to remember. Everybody will going to concentrate here x upon x square minus a square. Numerator I'm having x, denominator I'm having x square minus a square. Now everybody will concentrate on numerator and tell me what is degree of numerator, students? What is degree of numerator?
One.
Yes, yes, it is x raised to 1, that is degree of numerator is 1. Yes, denominator I'm having a polynomial x square minus a square. So what is degree of denominator?
2. 2.
Denominator is having degree as 2. So everybody, now from this I can get to know that you can see degree of numerator is 1 and degree of denominator is 2. So everybody will going to check for algebraic polynomial, where for algebraic function fx, whenever it is in the form of numerator upon denominator, whenever I am having degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator here. Yes, we will going to check whether I'm having degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. Here it is, I am having degree of numerator as 1, which is less than degree of denominator. At that time, I will going to apply partial fraction directly. Otherwise, I'll share with you one of the example where I'm not having degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. For that purpose, what should I do? That I'll going to explain. Yes, now here I am having degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. So what I told you, I have to go for partial fraction. I am writing denominator in terms of linear factors. I am having linear factors as x minus a into x plus a. So how I have to proceed? According to the first case. Yes, according to the case number 1, I am just writing denominator in terms of I'm just having denominator in terms of linear factors. So according to the case 1, by using that chart, I am writing function as a upon x minus a plus b upon x plus a. Yes, I have to go for a upon x minus a plus b upon x plus a, where I am having unknown as a and b. Yes, so I have to search value for unknown. So how I'll proceed? I'm just going for, I'm keeping left hand side as it is. For right hand side, I'm just proceeding for cross multiplication here. Yes, so what I'm getting, I am getting numerator as a into x plus a plus b into x minus a upon I'm having denominator as x plus a into x minus a. So I will going to consider, yes, I will going to consider now this thing. Yes, left hand side is equal to right hand side in this form. Yes, so what you can observe, denominator for both LHS and RHS are equal. So we will going to cancel, and I am having this next step here. Yes, so I can write numerator is equal to left hand side numerator is equal to left hand side denominator. So I am just writing x is equal to capital A into x plus A plus capital B into x minus A. And what I wrote, it is star step I am writing. Why? Because writing this step correctly is too much important. Based on that only, I am having values of unknowns A and B. So how I'll proceed? Yes. So writing this step correct is too much important. Yes. After that, what I told, what I'm just telling you, see, how many linear factors are here? There are two linear factors which are non-repeated linear factors. One of that is x plus a, second is x minus a. One by one, I'll equate these linear factors with 0. Yes. So let us go for equating x plus a is equal to 0, so that I am having x is equal to minus a. Is equating x plus a is equal to 0, and I'm getting value for x is equal to minus a. Substitute x is equal to minus a here in this star step. Is substitute x is equal to minus a in this star step. So you will have minus a is equal to capital A into 0 plus capital B into minus twice a. Yes, so minus a you will get cancel, you will cancel out that, and you are getting value for unknown b. Yes, so one of the linear factor you are equating that with 0, and from that you are having value for unknown b. Yes, similar is the manner, substitute x minus a is equal to 0, substitute x minus a is equal to 0, so that's why you will have x is equal to a. You will get x is equal to a, x is equal to a, you will substitute here in this star step. Yes, so whenever you will substitute x is equal to a, you will get value for capital A is 1 by 2. Yes, so one of the student is saying he is getting value for a and b is 1 by 2. Yes, I am also having value for unknowns a and b as 1 by 2 here. Yes, so after having partial fraction for non-repeated linear factors, my steps are like that way. You for partial fractions you have to follow the table where I am having which case I have to go for, either case 1, case 2 or case 3. According to that, search values of unknowns, resubstitute unknowns A and B. Is resubstitute unknowns A and B here in this. Yes, here in this you will substitute value for unknown. So you will write value for y is a upon x minus a plus b upon x plus a, and substitute values of a and b as 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So you are having y as 1 by 2 upon x minus a plus 1 by 2 upon x plus a. Yes, so now you will going to take nth derivative. You will going to take nth derivative for both the sides. Go for taking nth derivative for both the sides by using which formula? By using formula. Whenever you are having y is 1 upon x plus b, you can write nth derivative as minus 1 raised to n factorial a raised to n upon x plus b raised to n plus 1. Use this formula for both the terms. Yes, for both the terms you will apply this formula. Yes, so you will going to take 1 by 2 common. Yes, 1 by 2, go for taking it common. So first term it becomes 1 upon x minus a, second term it becomes 1 upon x plus a. For that term now you can apply formula. How I'm just applying this formula that I want to show you here. Yes, I'm applying formula. See, I'm taking 1 by 2 common outside here. Yes, for the first term, I'll compare this first term with 1 upon x plus b. So, I am having a is equal to 1. I am having small b is equal to minus a for first term. Yes, minus 1 raised to n factorial, I just wrote it in numerator what I'm having for yn, the same thing I wrote it here. In numerator I'm having a raised to n. If you observe, you are getting a raised to n. So a I'm having 1 raised to n becomes 1 only. So numerator becomes minus 1 raised to n factorial. Denominator I'm having ax plus b raised to n plus 1, that is x minus a raised to n plus 1. I'm keeping this as it is. Yes, same way, same formula I am applying for second term, 1 upon x plus a. Yes, for 1 upon x plus a, I'm just having same formula here. I am having small a is equal to 1, small b is equal to plus a, and apply same formula here. So minus 1 raised to n factorial 1 raised to n upon denominator raised to n plus 1, this formula you have to apply. Yes, so this is the example, this is the way you, whenever they will going to ask us to find nth derivative for certain function here, if the function is in terms of x or algebraic form, you will going to see if function is in the numerator upon denominator form, at that time you will going to decide for partial fraction. But for partial fraction, what I tell you, one of the important thing, you will going to check whether degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. Yes, I am having here. I am having degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. That's why we are just going for partial fraction. As linear denominator I'm finding linear and non-repeated factors, we are searching values of a and b, resubstituting and just apply formula. Yes, we are applying formula. Like that way, this type of example may ask for 5 marks in question number 1. So let me share with you one of the example. Quickly, I'm just going for second example here. Yes, now I have to search nth derivative for this function. This function again you are finding it is in algebraic form. It is in terms of x, numerator upon denominator. Denominator you can find it is already in terms of factors. Yes, x minus 1 and x plus 1 are the two factors. They are already written denominator in terms of linear factors. But what I find, x minus 1 repeats 2 times. Yes, so denominator is in terms of linear, repeated and non-repeated factors. It is combination. Yes, so what I told you before that, you will going to check whether we are having degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. You will going to check here we are having degree of numerator is 1 and degree of denominator is 3. So you can go for partial fraction. Yes, so how I'm writing step for partial fraction. See, as x minus 1 repeats 2 times, so a and b unknown occur here. You can see. Yes, so what I'll write, I'm just writing a capital A upon x minus 1 plus capital B upon x minus 1 bracket square into x plus 1. I'm having linear and non-repeated factors, so I'm having c upon x plus 1. Yes, so for repeated factor, I am having 2 unknowns a and b according to the case number 2. For non-repeated factor, I am having c here. Yes, so like that way, I have to search now a, b, c values. Yes, I am searching a, b, c values, and after following the certain steps, after getting values of a, b, c, I'll resubstitute these values a, b, c here, and then I'll apply formula for searching yn. Yes, now how to search values of a, b, c here. So what I'm going to do, for right hand side, I'll go for adjusting denominator. For right hand side, I require denominator should be x minus 1 bracket square into x plus 1. Yes, so now I require denominator should be x minus 1 bracket square into x plus 1. So according to that, those coefficients I am just multiplying and dividing in first, second and third term here. Yes, so I am already having x minus 1 in first term, so I need to multiply x minus 1 into x plus 1 so that I can have this common denominator there. Yes, so like that way I am just multiplying numerator a, b and c, whatever it is required, that I multiplied here, or simply I can go for taking LCM in numerator there, so that I can have denominator as x minus 1 bracket square into x plus 1 there. Yes, so this way I'm just getting here. As I'm finding LHS and RHS are having equal denominator. Yes, so I'm just cancelling denominator and now I'm just getting this as star step. You can observe. Yes, now I'm having this star step. 4x is equal to a into x minus 1, x plus 1. Numerator, I'm just getting, it is in terms of ABC. You can observe. Yes, now writing this star step correctly is too much important. Otherwise, you will not get any value for ABC correctly. Yes, you will get wrong values of ABC. Yes, now for the above example number 1, what I told you, after having this star step, you will equate linear factors with 0. Yes, you will equate linear factors with 0 one by one, and according to that, now I must have to get 3 unknowns here, ABC. Yes, we know that we are having first linear factor is x minus 1. We will equate x, though it is repeated 2 times, but I'm having one of the linear factors x minus 1. Let us go for equating x minus 1 with 0. So I am having x is equal to 1. Yes, I am having x is equal to 1. Substitute x is equal to 1 in this star step. So I am having 4 into 1, 4, and right hand side I am having 0 plus b into 2 plus 0. So you can observe you are getting b is equal to 2. Yes, second linear factor I am having x plus 1. So equate x plus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 1 you will have. Substitute x is equal to minus 1 again in star step. So you will have minus 4 is equal to 0 plus 0 plus c into minus 2 bracket square, which is 4. Yes, and you are getting value for C. Yes, so see here, I am having only 2 linear factors and I am getting values of unknowns B and C. Still, now I require to search value for third unknown A. So whenever the case happens, whenever only after equating linear factors, still if I'm not getting values of unknowns, at that time you can do one thing, you can substitute x is equal to 0. Yes, you can substitute x is equal to 0 in star step. Yes, substitute x is equal to 0. So left hand side you are having 0 into minus 1 into 1. So a into minus 1 plus b into 1 plus c into 1. So I am having 0 is equal to minus a plus b plus c. So you are getting ABC statement in terms of ABC. So A, you are having A is equal to B plus C. Substitute B and C. Now you are having third unknown. So like that way, whenever I'm not, whenever our linear factors are over and still if I'm not getting unknown, at that time substitute x is equal to 0 in star step. Now I am having all the 3 unknowns. So I am having function y as a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 1 bracket square plus c upon x plus 1. So I'm substituting values of a, b, c. Yes, now I have to take nth derivative for both the sides. Let us go for taking nth derivative for both the sides. Now it is in proper form, so I can use formula. Now one formula I can use. Yes, I'll go for using formula y is equal to 1 upon x plus b. Same formula what I used in previous example, the same formula I'm using. Whenever I'm having y is equal to 1 upon x plus b, I'm just having yn as minus 1 raised to n factorial a raised to n upon x plus b raised to n plus 1. This formula I will going to use, not for all the terms. Why? Because only first and third term it is in the form of 1 upon x plus b, and second term now it is not in the form of 1 upon x plus b. So for that purpose I have to use another formula, and that formula is whenever I'm having y is equal to 1 upon x plus b raised to m, at that time I am having nth derivative in terms of factorial form, minus 1 raised to n into m plus n minus 1 factorial upon m minus 1 factorial into a raised to n upon x plus b raised to m plus n. These two formulae at a time I have to use it here for this example for searching nth derivative here. Yes, now I am applying this formula 1 upon x plus b formula for first and third term, and I'm getting yn as. Yes, just go for writing coefficient 1 as it is, apply formula for x minus 1. So for x minus 1, I'm having a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 1. Numerator remains as it is, minus 1 raised to n factorial, 1 raised to n upon denominator raised to n plus 1. For third term, I am writing coefficient as minus 1 is minus 1 raised to n factorial. Again here I am having a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1. So numerator I am having a raised to 1 raised to n and denominator raised to n plus 1. So I am applying formula 1 upon x plus b formula I am applying for first and third term. Is now concentrate for the second term. Is concentrate for the second term. For second term, I am applying this formula 1 upon x plus b raised to m formula. This formula is applicable whenever we are having m is strictly greater than 1. Yes, so here I'm having m is equal to 2. Yes, concentrate for my my cursor here. Yes, so whenever I have to apply formula 1 upon x plus b raised to m. Here you are having m is equal to 2. Yes, so I am just applying minus 1 raised to n is m, that is I'm substituting m is equal to 2. So I am just getting 2 plus n minus 1 factorial upon m minus 1 factorial, that is 2 minus 1 factorial. X minus 1 is having a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1 as I'm comparing it with ax plus b. Yes, so I am having 1 raised to n in numerator minus 1 raised to n. I just kept it here. 1 raised to n, actually I have to write it in numerator here, is upon x plus b raised to m plus n, that is n plus 2. I'm just writing it here. Yes, so the same formula I am just applying it here, substituting m is equal to 2, a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 1. Same formula I'm applying, readjusting the terms. Whatever the common thing, I can take those common thing, I'm just taking it outside, or I can keep this as it is. In this second term only I'm just writing 2 plus n minus 1 as n plus 1 factorial here, and denominator I'm just writing 2 minus 1 factorial as 1 factorial, that I kept it in denominator here. Yes, so like that way for this example at the same time I have to use two formulae in one example here. Yes, so like that way I'm just I'm just sharing with you two examples where for first example I am having degree of numerator, I am having linear and non-repeated factors. For second example I'm having combination of linear and repeated factors here. Third example now I'm sharing with you. I hope this example is visible to you. Yes, now I'm having this third example. This example is having x raised to 4 upon x minus 1 into x minus 2. Yes, this is I'm having next example. The same question is here. I have to search.
हेलो मैम आवाज आ रही है? मैम की आवाज नहीं आ रही
Was there till third example. I was just started with the third example, I hope, and at that time I hope the connection was lost. I hope like that, because I'm just in flow and I don't know when I lost my connection and all these things there. Yes. So I am asking, I'm having this example number 3 where I'm having numerator upon denominator. Numerator I am having x raised to 4. Denominator I'm having x minus 1 into x minus 2. What see, definitely we have to go for partial fraction here. So most of the students are making mistake for this example. Purposely, I told you which type of example students are making. They are just going for partial fraction. They are just finding that denominator is in terms of linear and non-repeated factors. So they are just going for a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 2. They are searching values of a and b. They are applying this above formula after searching a and b. They are applying formula 1 upon x plus b, and they are nicely writing value for yn. Yes, but examiner will not give you any of the marks for that, or some of the examiners will give only few marks for that. If the question is asked for 5 to 6 marks, then examiner may give you 0 marks directly, or some of the examiners may give only half of the marks. Why it is? See here, what I'm having degree of numerator for this case, what I'm having degree of numerator here.
4. 4.
See, here I'm having degree of numerator as 4. And what about degree of denominator, students?
2.
Yes, degree of denominator is 2 because I'm having quadratic polynomial in denominator. X minus 1 into x minus 2. I'm having quadratic polynomial in denominator here. So degree of numerator is 4, which is greater than degree of denominator here. So whenever the case happens, whenever I am just suggesting you again, each and every time, whenever the things are here numerator upon denominator form, at that time you will going to check whether degree of denominator numerator is greater than degree of denominator. There at that time you have to go for actual division. You will proceed for actual division. So actual division means what? I have to divide x raised to 4 actually by using this polynomial x square minus 3x plus 2. Yes, so I'll come for this example again, how I have to do for actual division, that I will going to show you in one of.
वॉइस ब्रेक हो रहा है मैम.
Okay, hello, I'm just trying to go for because today net connection issue is here. Yes, I want to share with you this slide. I am just going for slideshow mode. Before continuing with the previous example here, let me just show you one more example here. After completing this example, again I'll move for a previous example. Yes, now I'm just left that example half because I want to tell you how to go for actual division here. One more example I'm just sharing with you. I hope my screen is visible here. Yes. So for this example, now please check this example. For this example, I am having x square upon denominator. I am having again in terms of linear factors. Yes, x plus 2 into 2x plus 3. So what I'm checking when I am having this function here, I am just checking what I'm having degree of numerator and degree of denominator. Everybody can see degree of numerator is 2, degree of denominator is also 2. Yes, so as degree of numerator is equal to degree of denominator, or as degree of numerator is strictly greater than, degree of numerator is strictly greater than degree of denominator, at that time I have to go for actual division. So I will proceed for actual division first. Yes, and by using actual division only, I will going to write this next statement. Yes, I am just writing next statement here. Y is equal to, now my function y, in place of writing this as x square upon a quadratic polynomial, what I am writing? I am just writing it as 1 by 2 minus 4 upon x plus 2 plus 9 by 2 upon 2x plus 3 I am having here. Yes, so after going for actual division only, I am just getting this. What is mean by actual division, that I want to tell you. Yes, but before going for actual division, see, I am just getting by using this only, I am just getting this y, my function as constant minus some constant upon x plus 2, so plus some constant upon 2x plus 3. I'm sorry. हॅलो लेक्चर चालू आहे मी थोड्या वेळात करते लेक्चर चालू so I am having function as constant minus 4 upon x plus 2 plus 9 by 2 or 9 upon 2 into 2x plus 3 constant upon linear factors I'm having. So for both for second and third term, I am using formula y is equal to 1 upon x plus b. I'm taking nth derivative. I'm using this formula here. Yes, I am using same formula what I used previously. This formula I am using for second and third term. Yes, so I am keeping, you can observe, minus 4 I am keeping that as constant aside and I am applying 1 upon x plus 2, this formula what I underline, this formula I am applying for 1 upon x plus 2 and 1 upon 2x plus 3, same formula, underline formula I am using it here. Yes, so for first term x plus 2 term I am having a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2. For the second term 1 upon 2x plus 3 I am just substituting a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3 and I am getting value for yn here. Yes, I'm having value for yn here. Remember that here for the first term I'm having constant as 1 by 2. As it is constant 1 by 2, definitely you know that y1 will be 0, y2 will be 0, naturally nth derivative will be 0 here. Yes, so naturally we are having nth derivative will be 0. So I have to go for checking whether for this function whether I am having degree of numerator is equal to or greater than degree of denominator. If I'm having that, then I have to go for actual division and I am just getting y in terms of proper form, which is I'm having here for this example I'm having constant plus 1 upon ax plus b plus 1 upon ax plus b form. That's why we are using this formula and I'm having nth derivative. Now I want to go for how I can have actual division here. Is what I'm having actual division here. Now before going for actual division, let me share one thing with you. What all of us were gone for previously in school, we were gone for. I hope by sharing that only you can remember. So see here, whenever I have to go for 4 by 5, how I was gone for in school, I was gone like that way. I'm sorry, in place of going for 4 by 5. Yes, in place of going for 4 by 5, now I'm just going for 5 by 4. So I am dividing 5, which is dividend, by the divisor 4. Yes, so I am dividing this 5 by 4. Yes, so how I have to go for 4 ones are 4 and I'm writing 4 and I'm just getting the remainder as 1. Yes, all of us were gone for these things in school. So what I can write, just see me what I want to tell you from this example. What I am just writing, I am just writing value for dividend. 5 is equal to, what should I write? 5 is equal to divisor into quotient 4 into 1 plus remainder. Yes, so all of you, whatever medium
Plus
you are
reminder.
having, Hindi medium, Marathi medium, English medium, CBSE board, state board, whatever it may be, but all of us, we were gone for this thing previously in school. Yes, same school concept, I have to use it here for actual division. So what I'm considering here, I am having x square as 5. And what I'm having 2x square plus 7x plus 6, I'm having this as 4. All of you have to compare these things here. So my dividend is x square and my divisor is 2x square plus 7x plus 6. Yes, now I am just telling you to go for this actual division. Like that way, I am just proceeding actual division, and I have to use dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Let me go for this slide so that all of you can understand. See, now see, I want to tell you this thing. What I'm having, y is equal to x square dividend upon divisor. And I'm just going for actual division here. See, you can observe. Yes, I am dividing x square by this polynomial 2x square plus 7x plus 6. So for adjusting x square, I'm just multiplying 1 by 2 to this polynomial here. Yes, and what I'm getting, I am just having x square plus 7 by 2x plus 6 by 2. So I am just going for division and I'm having a remainder here. What I'm having remainder? I'm having remainder as minus 7 by 2x minus 3. Yes, and further what I'm doing, I'm just using formula. Dividend is equal to, that is x square is equal to divisor into quotient 1 by 2 into 2x square plus 7x plus 6 plus this remainder I am just writing. Whether all of you are getting, students, say yes or no. Whether you are getting this thing. Yes. So whatever we are using in school, same
थोड़ा
thing. Same thing
मैम
here.
हेलो मैम
हाँ, yes, yes.
न्यूमरेटर का डिग्री x to power 4 है ना मैम
न्यूमरेटर का डिग्री x square है. Now I'm taking second example. I am just going for this x square, x raised to 4 and all these things. After completing this example, I am just going for x raised to 4 that example again.
okay
I am just taking now this example x square upon 2x square plus 7x plus 6. This example I am taking and again I am moving for that example there. Yes. So I am using this statement. See what I am doing for this statement. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. That school concept I am using it here. Yes. And now what I am doing. See, observe here. Observe here in the second term, I am just doing what I am doing. This 2x square plus 7x plus 6. I am dividing LHS and RHS also. Yes, I am just dividing 2x square plus 7x plus 6 in LHS and RHS. So what I'm getting in LHS? In LHS, I'm just getting x square upon 2x square plus 7x plus 6. Second term will become 1 by 2 plus this third term becomes minus 7 by 2x minus 3 upon 2x square plus 7x plus 6. This I'm just having here. Yes, let me erase the thing. So now you can observe left hand side is now x square upon this polynomial, but x square upon this polynomial is nothing but our y. Yes, x square upon this polynomial is nothing but y, and now left hand side I'm having y here, and right hand side what I'm having, I am having right hand side as 1 by 2 minus I am having 7 by 2x plus 3. I'm just writing this polynomial again in terms of linear factors that I am already having. And now you can see this term is having degree of numerator is 1, degree of denominator is 2. So go for partial fraction for this term. I'm just writing a upon x plus 2 plus b upon 2x plus 3. You will proceed partial fraction separately or just go for showing steps here and have values of a and b. Those values I'm substituting it here. A is equal to 4 and b is equal to minus 9 by 2 here. Yes, so you can observe 1 by 2 minus 4 upon x plus 2 plus 9 by 2 upon 2x plus 3. That I want to tell you how this comes by actual division. Now everybody got what is meant by actual division, students? Whether you're getting what is meant by actual division? Yes. So I hope those who are not getting right now, still right now, just take screenshot of this. Iska photo le lo. And for previous slide also, go for taking photo. Just study it. So whenever after this lecture, whenever you will going to see these two screenshot at that time, some of the extent you will get the things what I want to tell you is. So left hand side, my main purpose is writing left hand side in terms of y. We are having y as 2x x square upon 2x square plus 7x plus 6, and right hand side now I'm just getting it in our expected form. By actual division we are getting this, so this step comes, so like that way, that's why this step comes here. Y is equal to 1 by 2 minus 4 upon x plus 2 plus 9 by 2 upon 2x plus 3. Now apply this formula where? For both the terms. Apply this formula for both the terms and you are getting these two terms here. Yes, and when as I'm having 1 by 2 is constant, nth derivative for constant is 0, I'm writing here. So this thing I want to share with you. By actual division we are getting this yn here, is this yn here. I hope those who are not getting this have to take screenshot of this. Take screenshot of this. Iska photo le lo. हाँ 9 by 2. A is equal to minus 4 and B you are getting 9 by 2. That calculations you have to do here. See, from here you have to do separate calculation. Separately you have to go for partial fraction here. I am directly writing value for A is equal to 4 and B is equal to minus 9 by 2 here. Separate calculations you have to proceed for this. And now take screenshot of this, so you will get how this example, how we are having yn there. Now I'm just erasing the things. I'm just erasing the things here. I hope you are taking screenshot of both the slides what I wrote handwritten form and this slide. I hope you are taking screenshot of this, so that I'm erasing the thing. And now I have to go for one of the example what I want to tell you, x raised to 4, that example. Now I am just proceeding for that example. Also we are having degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator. So whenever I'm having the case numerator upon denominator, and whenever I am finding the terms are in algebraic form, is algebraic form, whenever I'm having degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator, for this case again you can observe degree of numerator is 4 and degree of denominator is 2. So what you will go for? You will proceed for actual division again, students. You will proceed for actual division again. Yes, now here you are having degree of numerator is 4 and degree of denominator is 2. Again you have to proceed for actual division, and from that only you will get this step. Writing this step correctly is too much important, because after that only you can proceed for partial fraction. Yes, so whatever I done previously for PPT mode, yes, for this what I done here in the similar manner, again for this example. For this example, again you will proceed for dividing polynomial x square minus x raised to 4 by this quadratic polynomial, and after that only you can get this term there. Yes, and now in this term what you are finding, you are getting a term in place of constant. Now what you are getting, x square plus 3x plus 7 you are having. And for this second term, now you can observe degree of numerator is 1 and degree of denominator is 2. So now for this second term you can proceed for partial fraction. You will go for partial fraction. Is you will going to write x square minus 3x plus 2 is in terms of x minus 1 and x minus 2. Have a and b. See, I'm just I wrote this term separately. I have to proceed for partial fraction here separately. And what I'm writing? I am writing 15x minus 14 is equal to a into x minus 1 plus b into x minus 2. This separate calculation I'm just going for. And what I'm doing? I am just equating linear factors. Both the linear factors is equal to 0. Substituting x is equal to 1. Now this is star step. Yes, I'm just writing this star step here. Yes, this is star step here. In this star step, I'm substituting x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. When I'm substituting it, I'm just getting value a is equal to 16, b is equal to minus 1. Yes. So as I have values of a and b, we substitute it here in this second term and write value for y. Yes, I'm just writing value for y. I'm just writing value for y. Y is equal to this quadratic polynomial x square plus 3x plus 7 plus a means 16 upon x minus 2 plus b minus 1 upon x minus 1, and just take nth derivative for both the sides. Go for taking nth derivative for both the sides. So you will get yn is equal to, now yn. Which formula I'm using? See, above formula. What I'm having formula? This formula. Whenever I'm having y is equal to 1 upon x plus b, we are having nth derivative as minus 1 raised to n factorial a raised to n upon x plus b raised to n plus 1. Same formula, I'm using it here. Yes, same formula, I have to use it here. For both the terms, I'm using that formula. So that's why I'm writing 16 minus 1 raised to n factorial upon denominator raised to n plus 1. For both the cases, I'm having a is equal to 1. Yes, and I'm just getting yn. Now what I'm writing for x square plus 3x plus 7, I'm directly writing nth derivative as 0. Why it is, students? Why I'm writing nth derivative for x square plus 3x plus 7 is 0. Why?
मैम नहीं समझा, क्वेश्चन वापस रिपीट करो ना.
थर्ड के बाद
Okay.
तो सब जीरो ही आएंगे ना मैम.
Yes. See, I am just asking. See, for this 16 upon x minus 2 and for minus 1 upon x minus 1, for taking nth derivative, we are applying formula 1 upon x plus b. Yes, for these two terms, I am applying formula 1 upon x plus b for nth derivative. But for this polynomial x square plus 3x plus 7, for this polynomial, I am directly writing nth derivative as 0. Why? Because I know that for this quadratic polynomial, I am having y1 as twice x plus 3. Then I'll have y2 as 2 only. y3, y4, y5, y6 will become 0. Higher order derivative will be 0 for this quadratic polynomial. So that's why we are having nth derivative for this quadratic polynomial as 0. This is the way I have to go for. Yes, this I am expecting from you. So see here, I shared with you 4 examples. Till now, I shared with you 4 examples. Out of that, first 2 examples are in such a manner that degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. So we are going for partial fraction directly. But whenever I am having degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator, what I told you, you have to go for actual division here. So for x raised to 4 upon x minus 1 into x minus 2, or whenever I am having function as x square upon 2x square plus 7x plus 6, here I have to proceed for actual division. By using actual division, I will going to adjust my y is equal to constant or quadratic polynomial plus I am just getting one of the term where I'm having degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator there. And then I have to proceed for partial fraction, apply formula, we will have yn there. So like that way, I have to proceed for these types of example where I'm having function in terms of degree of algebraic form. Yes, I am having function in terms of algebraic form.
मैम हेलो मैम,
Yes.
वो लास्ट वाला में एक्चुअल डिवीजन वो नहीं आ रहा है उतना.
Which example? X raised to 4 wala. X raised to 4 wala.
ये वाला हाँ.
हाँ. Whether you're trying it right now, do
Yes
you
ma'am.
try it?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. Still you're not getting. Still you're not getting.
Yes ma'am.
Okay.
Yes
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. So now tell me, how many of you are not getting this x raised to 4 upon x minus 1 into x minus 2? How many of you are not getting this? How this comes? Let me go for. I have to check how many students are here. 46 students are here and 45. So total 91 students are here. So right now on the word file, I can't go for writing that. So what I'm going to do here is let me use my mobile and let us go for one of the experiment here. What I told you today, you have to keep patience, students. So keep patience. I'm trying to explain you is trying to explain you so that you can understand the thing by one of the link. I'm just trying to join by my mobile. Just wait, so that you will going to observe my mobile screen, and from that I'll try to go for. But I don't know. Students, can you see my mobile screen? I'm just joining by my mobile also. Tell me,
No
students.
ma'am.
Oh,
No.
okay, okay. C division, can you see my mobile screen?
No.
I just stopped sharing my screen from computer. Yes. I hope I can see
Yes, ma'am.
which division. C division is observing. D division, can you see my mobile screen? Okay, only one division can see. Okay, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll just going to share C division. Mm,
हो मॅम तुमचा आवाज इको मध्ये येतोय.
what should I do? In mobile only one link, and in mobile I can go for only one. So what should I do? So let me explain first C division, then I'll go for D division. I hope. Let me explain for C division. Who are having doubt? C division or D division? I can't get it. Who are having doubt? C division or D division?
Yes ma'am. I
C.
have doubt ma'am. C.
Okay. C division. Uh, C and D, both division students. See, what I find, some of you are just eagerly writing the attendance in chat box. So some of you are not interested in going for all the things. So let me go for taking your attendance, and those who are having really doubt for them, I'll just explain by my mobile.